A young man simply twisted his wristwatch, and the next thing he knew, he had traveled through time from the 1960s to the year 2026. Before he could even process what had happened, he caught the delicious smell of food. Following the aroma, he arrived at a busy food street and discovered all kinds of dishes he had never seen before. Suddenly, a roast chicken at one of the stalls caught his attention. He asked the vendor how much it cost, only to hear, $16 for one. So expensive. The whole chicken costs $16, but the young man only had $20 left. Thinking about his little sister, he decided to buy it anyway. However, when the vendor saw the money in his hand, he was stunned. He thought the young man was trying to trick him with fake money and immediately kicked him out. This is real money. $20. Look for yourself. Get out. Go, go, go. Just then, the owner of an antique shop happened to walk by. She took one look at the banknote in the young man's hand and immediately realized it was an extremely valuable antique currency note. She asked if he was willing to sell it to her and offered him $58,000 for the $20 bill. The young man was completely shocked. You're really willing to pay $58,000 for my $20? Of course, this is an antique banknote. The young man thought to himself, if money from 60 years ago is already worth this much in the future, then the old things from my time must be worth even more. So he happily agreed to the deal. But when he followed the shop owner back to her store, she noticed something strange. He didn't have a phone. Since she couldn't transfer the money to him digitally, she had no choice but to pay him in cash. Then the young man mentioned that he still had many old items at home. The shop owner immediately became interested, even gave him a smartphone, and personally taught him how to use it, hoping he would sell his antique items to her in the future. Afterward, the young man went to the market the shop owner had told him about, and used his newly earned modern money to buy a huge amount of food, groceries, and other necessities.